Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Cyberpunk 2077 video because we have something really interesting that I wanted to discuss with you guys regarding the release date of Cyberpunk 2077. And a lot of people in the community lately think that this game is actually going to be delayed once again. So I came across one of these Forbes article which was written related to Cyberpunk 2077 going to be delayed out of 2020 or not. So this article was written by the senior contributor Paul Tassi. So Paul Tassi here basically says the recent delay of Halo Infinite should make everyone nervous that their favorite big fall release may not make it out this year after all, but which will survive and which will be punished. Usually by the mid-August the board is pretty much set, but we are still in the midst of pandemic, which has forced many developers to switch to making games, which complicates already complicated projects, so delay standards in AAA industries are now more likely than ever, which was literally tied to be a launch title for Xbox Series X, then any other game has a fair chance. Now this time around, I actually do agree with what Paul Tassi has to say here in this article, because there is a very high chance that Cyberpunk 2077 is once again going to be delayed this year. Now of course delaying the game will get a lot of heat towards CD Projekt Red, and they actually are ready to take a lot of heat of course. But I actually think that there's a very high chance of Cyberpunk 2077 actually getting delayed this year once again, and the game could actually be released in the year 2021. And the reason why is one, because CD Projekt Red has now publicly announced that they are not very happy with how the melee combat system works in this game, and they're not really satisfied with how the first-person shooter is not really good with how they've created the melee combat system. And the gameplay designer Pavel Kapala has also announced that he's currently working on making the melee system the game much better, and they're going to be completely revamping it and making sure that when they release the game, the melee system is going to be completely different from what we have already seen in the reveals, demos, and so far whatever gameplay was shown. So that could obviously take a couple extra months for them to work on the system itself. And also there's another reason to why CD Projekt Red might actually consider delaying this game once again, is because of Ubisoft. I know you guys are wondering, what do you mean Ubisoft, right? So if you guys didn't know, Assassins Creed Valhalla is releasing just 2 days before Cyberpunk 2077 is releasing, and this date for Assassins Creed was already decided by Ubisoft months ago, but CD Projekt Red wanted to keep delaying Cyberpunk, and they ended up kind of like releasing both the games just 2 days away from each other. And if you guys didn't know, Assassin's Creed games have now completely changed up into an open world RPG game, which is pretty massive, so it takes a lot of time to either play both the games now. So obviously players will have to choose between one game at a time. So some people are going to choose between Cyberpunk and Assassin's Creed games. And I do understand that a lot of you guys in the comments might say that Ubisoft does not stand a chance against a game like Cyberpunk, and Assassin's Creed is not going to be as big as Cyberpunk or whatsoever, but that is entirely false, dude, because Assassin's Creed has a very huge fan base. So let's just say that you're CD Projekt Red and you have invested multiple years and multi-million dollars into a huge project like Cyberpunk 2077. So obviously you want to make the right choice on how you want to release your game, and also make sure that there is absolutely no competition with any other AAA titles or any other RPG games very similar to this one. Now not only Assassin's Creed is releasing in the same month and same week, but the game is releasing just 2 days before Cyberpunk 2077. That's a huge bummer for both the companies, because obviously some people who are fans of Assassin's Creed games, they're not going to be buying Cyberpunk day one. So they're just going to wait for the game to go on a sale, and they're probably going to buy the game once they've finished Assassin's Creed. And also there are a lot of people who are excited for Cyberpunk, so maybe they're just going to postpone Assassin's Creed and maybe get the game during the sale and go for Cyberpunk 2077. So there is going to be a very huge clash between both the companies. They're going to lose a lot of money if they do this. So that is another very huge reason to why Cyberpunk 2077 could actually end up getting delayed once again. And this time around, I think if they delay the game, this would be for the last freaking time, because that would actually hurt their reputation in a really bad way. And also I came across this brand new article that IGN has just posted, which basically states that Cyberpunk 2077 Dark Horse reveals exclusive Trauma Team comic bundle. Now it seems like CD Projekt Red is actually releasing some comic books for Cyberpunk 2077's Trauma Team. Now if you guys don't know, they've been releasing a couple of comics and a lot of magazines for this game. If you guys haven't taken a look at it, make sure you go check out their GOG website, because there is a ton of stuff in there. There's a lot of information about lores, and also there's a lot of artwork. So if you guys want to go ahead and take a look at those things, you're absolutely welcome. So here in this website, they've also shown what the comic book art bundle is going to look like. So there's this trauma theme with the pink background. So I myself, I'm going to be purchasing the brand new magazine that is going to be coming up this month, because I'm super excited to go ahead and give it a read, because there's a lot of lore stuff that is completely mixed up in that one magazine. So make sure you guys go ahead and check that out on their official website, or you can also find it in Amazon if you're interested. By the way, this video is not sponsored by CD Projekt Red, so I'm just letting you guys know that these are some of the cool things that are available. With that being said, let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think about Cyberpunk 2077 actually being delayed or not? Because Halo Infinite, which is supposed to be a launch title for Xbox Series X, is also delayed. So obviously that proves that standard in the AAA industry is not the same anymore. So any game can now end up getting delayed due to the pandemic situation being one of the reasons, and also like how CD Projekt Red now wants to completely revamp and work on the melee combat system, which it seems like they're not really satisfied with how the game really looks like right now. So let me know in the comments on if you guys think if Cyberpunk 2077 is going to be delayed once again or not. I would love to know your opinions in the comments down below. And also, if you guys enjoyed this video, then please feel free to go ahead and smack that like rating, because that really helps the channel a lot and also helps support this video. And also, if you guys want to see daily videos on Cyberpunk 2077 covering all the news, updates, gameplay information, demos, and everything related to Cyberpunk, will be available on my channel. So make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe and turn that little bell notification on so you don't miss out on my daily videos. With that being said, I hope you guys have a blast of a day, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow's video. Till then, take care, fams, and goodbye.